As the 17th century dawned, Europe was a patchwork of kingdoms and empires, vying for power and riches. The Spanish and Portuguese had carved out vast colonial territories in the Americas, but the British, Dutch, and French were not far behind. The British East India Company and the Dutch East India Company were the corporate juggernauts of their day. The Ottoman Empire held sway over much of the Middle East and North Africa. In Asia, the Ming dynasty ruled China with a firm hand, and in India, the Mughal Empire peaked before fragmenting, paving the way for British dominance. The Protestant Reformation had shattered the religious unity of Europe, leading to decades of bloody conflict. Meanwhile, the Enlightenment, a philosophical movement emphasizing reason, science, and individual rights, took center stage. Thinkers like John Locke, Voltaire, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau challenged traditional authority and inspired new political ideas. In the 17th century, the concept of absolutism took hold in many European states. Monarchs like Louis XIV of France and Peter the Great of Russia consolidated their power, building lavish palaces and waging costly wars. But even as these absolute rulers reigned supreme, new ideas were taking root. The 7 Years' War, 1756 until 1763, was a global conflict ignited by European rivalries over territory and colonies, particularly Austria's desire to regain Silesia from Prussia. The conflict involved shifting alliances, with Britain and Prussia facing off against France, Austria, and Russia. The war had significant consequences, solidifying Prussia's status as a major power, establishing British dominance at sea and in colonies, and straining the finances of many participants. This strain contributed to subsequent conflicts, including the American Revolution. The 7 Years' War ultimately reshaped the balance of power in Europe and its colonies. In 1776, the American colonies declared their independence from Britain, sparking a war that would ultimately result in the birth of the United States. The American Revolution inspired others to challenge the old order, including the French, who in 1789 overthrew their monarchy and established a republic. The Haitian Revolution, which began in 1791, was another pivotal event in this era. Enslaved Africans rose up against their French colonial masters, establishing the first independent black republic in the Americas. This revolution sent shockwaves across the globe, inspiring other enslaved people to fight for their freedom. In addition, an economic revolution was underway in Britain. The Industrial Revolution, fueled by new technologies and sources of energy, led to a dramatic increase in the production of goods and the rise of factories and cities. It also led to the rise of capitalism, an economic system based on private ownership and the pursuit of profit.